Welcome back to Cards and Comics. Today I have part 2 of my PSA submission. I had 4 submissions to PSA. I had to break it up due to tiering and types of cards, so this is part 2. This was my express order, so these are the most expensive cards, but they came back second, which is just how things go. We'll start here. So this is obviously the most expensive part of my order. We'll start here with the first non-Griffey card. This card is pretty huge if you're into the hockey side of the world. This is the Jack Hughes green Emerald Surge. Sorry, I called it green. It's Emerald Surge. Came back a PSA 10. This is a pretty huge card because it is number 10 out of 10. So it is pretty awesome. The Mega, I think what some people call it. Yeah, so this is just one of those cards that with Jack Hughes, this is one of the premier parallel autos that are out there for hockey. Hughes is a pretty popular player. This card's a couple $1,000s, I'm going to guess, 2 to 3 maybe. I'm going to guess the card's worth. So it's a big card. So it graded a 10. I'm very excited. Came from check out my cards right to PSA basically. So this is a huge card. It came back a 10. So that's a huge win. Next up is another huge one. This card really made me excited when I saw it. Here we go. Cut above Griffey came back a PSA 9. That is a tough card to grade. With all those intricate die cuts. It's a beautiful card. It's one I've had this card for one of the longest periods of time. In fact, again, I think if you go to my intro video, you can see this card when I first got it in the raw form. So there you go. This card, again, with all those, blades right there, are just really tough to grade. Came back a 9. I'm super stoked. This is probably the one card I probably had the least hope to get a 9, honestly, but just because of how tough it is with those die cuts. So, huge PC card. It makes up a little bit for my linchpins. It came back an 8. Next up is a card that graded exactly what it should have graded. But it's a tremendously rare card. Here we go. Precious Metal Gems. 1998 Metal Universe. Griffey Hardball Galaxy. Again, for folks who don't know, these are numbered out of 50. There it is, 37 out of 50. It does have some damage, if I can maybe find it for you. It looks like it came out of the pack with a little bit of damage right here. You see that little mark right there? Yep. There you go. It's got like a, I don't know, like a spot or something right there. It's in the card. I felt it. You can't remove it. It's just a little spot in the card that happened probably during manufacturing or pack out. So it couldn't have been avoided. The card is beautiful any other way. Obviously, PMG Griffeys are super rare. I have had people offer on this card raw. I told them I didn't want to sell anything on this card at all, or even take offers on it raw, because I knew it had some damage. I wanted to just see how it would grade. That way I could just say, look, it's a 6, and you can't come back at me because it didn't grade a 10 or grade a 9. It's a 6. I knew it was going to be a 6. I showed people the damage. Now it's graded. So if people want to make offers on it or whatever, they can. Obviously, as a Griffey collector, this is a huge PC card for me. Someone's going to have to offer me a boatload of stuff for me to even consider moving this card. I bought it early on in my Griffey collection, ramp up around 2018, 2019, maybe 2020, around that time period. So this was like one of those things where I just knew I had to get a PMG. There's not that many out there, and so this was the one that was the one I could find that was available when I had the funds. Now they're through the roof. I mean, heck, I just saw a platinum medallion, not the year I have, the year before, I think, 99. A platinum medallion just go for almost $10,000, something crazy. So these cards are ramping up. Cards numbered out of 50 are just going crazy, and it's a PMG. I know it's not the base, it's the Hardball Galaxy. Some people really like the Hardball Galaxy as an insert itself, or as a parallel or a subset. So I don't think it hurts it that bad. I think there's only 3 Griffey PMGs to choose from. So, I mean, it's a slim pickings out there if you want a PMG Griffey. Last but definitely least, from my perspective, because I don't know what happened to this card, I got to look at it a little closer. I think it may have got damaged, you know, at some point when I was, you know, getting, you know, in the holders from getting graded. I can't see it. I've looked at it a little bit. I'm looking at it again under light right now just to see if I can see it. It might just be corner damage. It might be this little spot here on the metal. Very disappointing, but the card itself has a great auto. So we'll start here with the auto. This is the chirography auto, and it's a beautiful auto. So that's the reason to get this card. It graded a 6. You know, just like you know, the linchpins, you know, I feel like it doesn't, you know, match the eye appeal. I'm trying to find something on the card. There's a little thing right there. I will see a little dent right there. A little indentation. That is not like damage. That's just how the card was made. That's just like the PMG. That little thing right there that came, you know, with the manufacturing process. Maybe that's what they saw, that little dimple right there. That, to me, I didn't think was going to be a major problem. Otherwise, the card is nice. I'm looking for corners. I mean, you know, the corners to me, you know, little touches there. Would have graded an 8. You know, I was expecting an 8 on this card and it came back a 6. It's got a beautiful auto, so I'm consoling myself for the fact that the card, yeah, this is, you know, not on the card. That's part of the sleeve. Just consoling myself the fact that it's a beautiful autograph. Card is crazy expensive, so. But there it is, guys. That's my second mail day. I've got some more cards coming in. And that 98 Bowman's Best refractor Griffey, I pulled out of a pack, just got graded. It's on my Instagram. Cards and Comics, all spelled out. 7877, I believe, is the Instagram if you want to check it out to get a prequel of what that card graded. But that card's coming back to me. That whole order was pretty amazing when you see these cards. I got one more order still being graded that has even more Griffey cards and some pretty cool stuff. So, parts 3 and 4 coming up, guys. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time in Cards and Comics. Bye.